So let's breathe together. Let's reach out in our virtual circle. Let's
connecting across the globe,
across space and time,
instantaneously,
towards the one,
the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the message, the mystery, the miracle, the Mother, the Spirit of guidance. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And how appropriate that we should start with that. Irrahmanirrahim. This balance between the light and the dark, between the sun and the moon, between radiant love, radiant light, and enfolding darkness, both so powerful. The balance between these two. And I've been feeling a greater resonance with the dark in my own being, feeling like I'm coming into a little bit more balance. I'm thinking about the moon, so the sun of love, Rahman, the moon of love, and having new insights into the moon and its connection with darkness. I realized that the other side of the moon to the sun is always in darkness and is in that way connected to the darkness of the universe that enfolds us all, surrounds us all, even the sun.
It's beautiful, and the idea of the sun being enfolded in that healing darkness as well. I always knew Pink Floyd were onto something.
Bismillah. Bismillah. Bismillah.
Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah.
We begin in the name of Allah. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim.
Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim.
Bismillah. And toward the one.
Toward the one.
Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, toward the one. Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, toward the one more time. Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, toward the one. So, let's move. So some of these things you can do just sitting as well. And if you're standing, oh yeah, thanks, Shalani. If you're standing, I'm inviting you throughout this dance to just keep stepping, because we're not in a circle, we would be stepping in a circle normally. Let's keep our lower half of our body moving as well as our upper half. Just keep this sense of moving forwards at this time. And we're bowing slightly to the right to begin with, and raising our arms when we lean back. To the right, lean back. To the right, lean back. Stepping at the same time. Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. And again. Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. And then still stepping. Hands outwards, palms raised on Rahman. Palms facing the earth on Rahim. But we're still stepping. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. Turning toward the one. And let's do a sun spin. Let's turn to the right, radiating, because we are connecting with the increasing light at this time of year. We're going to be seeing more of the sun. So, should we just do it? Great. So watch Jelani if you need reminding about the movements. Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. Again, Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. Rahman, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. And still stepping. Bismillah, Rahman, Rahim. Feeling that balance between the light and the dark. Rahman, Rahim. The dark from which we grow, from which we spring, in which we are rooted, growing up into the light. Ameen.
Amen.
I want to say the dark of the earth, the dark of our mothers, where we begin, where we grow from, up into the light. Always rooted in the dark, into which we return at the end of the day.
So this beautiful balance point of the year is such a gift for exploring all of these opposites, dark and light, up and down, inner and outer, in breath and out breath. And in a very real way, our human nature is to be the balance point, the place for experiencing all of those opposites. And it's also very human to become unbalanced and to lean in one direction or another, to favour the light over the dark or to favour the dark over the light, to be more at home with the inner than the outer, or the other way around. So part of our human journey is to know ourselves better. And to accept ourselves with love, just as we are, but also to explore what treasures we might find in the areas that we are less comfortable, that we spend less time. So I've often shared that many years ago, when I was a child, there was a friend of the family. He'd actually been a childhood friend of my grandparents, and I really knew him as such a wise elder in my life. And he was talking at the time about the wisdom of when to speak in Quaker meeting, because I was brought up as a Quaker. And he said to me, if you're somebody who often speaks and you're not sure, then hold back, don't speak. And if you're somebody who doesn't often speak, who holds back and you're not sure, then speak up. And this has been such a gift of wisdom for me throughout my life. What's my normal pattern here? When I feel uncertain, it's an opportunity, it's a gift, it's a potential to, it's part of myself guiding me that this could be a time to try something which is not my default pattern. So that's part of the blessing of this time of year, this time of teetering on the balance. And just another few words about the Sufi wisdom around balance. And there's this word Kamal, which is sometimes translated as balance. And I remember when I first came upon it, it felt for me like a bit like the dead place, like the pivot might be the dead place, that the interest was either side of that balance point. But what I've come to understand through learning and practice is that this place of balance is in fact that it's sometimes translated as chaos. It's the place of perfect chaos in which everything is possible, all potential is there, because we haven't yet committed to being anywhere else. And so to make our home in that place, which is ferociously unstable, is also full of richness and potential, and again a freedom from our conditioning or our habitual ways of being. So that feeling that can come sometimes, which can feel quite unsafe, this point of instability, we can perhaps also welcome that as a place of great richness, potential, and creativity. Do you want to lead your next dance?
Yeah, I was thinking. So when Jelani is talking about this place of balance, I don't know if she mentioned it, but I was thinking about the breath, and another thing that exists in nature, in us, the breath in, the breath out, and this point of balance at the top and at the bottom of the breath, and just the very balanced nature of breathing in and out. We have to do both to live. And this one way of interpreting the Sanskrit in this dance is seeing is it about the breath in and breath out shared by us with all breathing beings. And it just occurs to me now talking about it, we're not just talking about beings with lungs, but also plants that breathe in and breathe out. You can begin to feel that breathing in the words. Om Hum. Om Hum So Hum. Om Hum So So we have some movements, sitting or standing, and there's an opening and closing, or breathing in, breathing out. We have our hands, we begin with our hands maybe just clenched lightly over our hearts, and then spreading out beside us, opening out our arms, opening out our chest, and then bringing them back in again. And then we're stepping at the same time. So we're keeping the lower body, keeping the legs moving again. Om, hum. Step, 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 step. Om, hum. And then arms raised. So hum. And then back to the heart. Om, hum. Om, hum. So hum. Om, hum. Raised. So hum. You can just feel that rhythm. Breathing in and out. Om, hum. Om, that balance. So hum. Om, hum. So hum. Om, hum. Om, hum. So hum. Om, hum. So just the voices. Om, hum. Om, hum. So hum. Om, hum. So hum. Om, hum. Om, hum. So hum. Om, hum. So hum. Om, hum. Om, hum. So hum. Om, hum. So hum. Om, hum. breathing out the universe. Breathing in, breathing out. Soha.
So this could have been written for this time of year. Enter these turning points where the rhythms of life transform into each other. Breath flows in, filling, filling. In this moment, drink eternity. Breath flows out, emptying, emptying, offering itself to infinity. Cherishing these moments, mind dissolves into heart. Heart dissolves into space. Body becomes a vibrating field, pulsating between fullness and emptiness. It's from the Radiance Sutras. So just a little smile there. I can hear my son singing upstairs what we just sang. So I'd like to bring a practice that we can do as an embodied practice, which we can feel as working with above and below and with outside and inside, and with the balancing energies of life, this powerful force animating and bringing vibrancy to all of us, to all beings, and also this holding, containing safety of trust, the holding of the earth, the holding of the only being. So using these words in Arabic, Ya Hayy, life, and Ya Mu'min, Ya Mu'min. So this word is connected with trust and faith, and it also describes the way that Mother Earth holds us. We can let go into that holding. There's no possible way that that holding will ever not be there. There's no question about it. So I'll just write that in the chat.
Ya Hayy, Ya Mu'min.
There we are. So again, let's stand and we'll do a few of these. And with the energy of high, opening our arms, making this fighting with your hand here, this chalice to receive life force, to welcome it in, this, this movement that the plants start to do around this time, where they're just going up for the sun, coming out of the earth and going high, and then coming back into this, holding the earth of our being, the earth of our bodies, and Mother Earth beneath our feet, and feeling that safety, that holding, that presence, which is always, without fail, unceasingly, always there. Ya Hai, Ya Mumeen, 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 Ya Hai, Ya Mumeen. And one more time. Ya Hai, Ya Mumeen. Let's breathe in Hai. If you want to keep continuing with the movements, you can, or just sitting with it. And breathing out Mumeen, letting go. So we're breathing in more life, more vigor, more awakeness, Ya Hai. And breathing out Mumeen into the holding of the earth, letting go, releasing. Breathing in Hai. Breathing out, releasing and letting go into the holding of the earth. And then let's just relax and breathe our natural breath, but with awareness that every in-breath brings more life, more vigor, and every out-breath brings more release, more letting go, more awareness of what holds us from underneath. So again, we can be aware when we bring our attention back to our breath in daily life, we can choose to notice how that balance is in us in that moment. Are we more heading towards the breathing in and saying yes to life, or are we more favouring the out-breath, releasing, letting go into the support of the earth? No need to change it, even just bringing awareness to that. This can help us to build up a picture over time of what our relationship is to life and to support. So we have words in English as well as some symbolic language from the Druid tradition. In between the pillars of the day and the night.
In between the pillars of the day and the night.
We walk through the doorway from the dark to the light.
We walk through the doorway from the dark to the light.
The light of renewal, the light of rebirth.
The light of renewal, the light of rebirth.
Light of the earth.
Light of the earth.
Light of the earth.
Light of the earth.
So maybe we'll just sing that first and then we'll teach the other chant afterwards. In between the pillars of the day and the night, we walk through the doorway from the dark to the light of renewal and the light of rebirth, light of the earth, light of the earth. Yeah, lovely.
Yes, yes. In between the pillars of the day and the night, we walk through the doorway from the dark to the light of renewal and the light of rebirth, light of the earth, light of the earth.
One more time.
In between the pillars of the day and the night, we walk through the doorway from the dark to the light of renewal and the light of rebirth, light of the earth, light of the earth.
And then we've got this can't keep him down. Wouldn't want to. Sorry, lots of things were coming through me then, because of course this is a chant from Nikomo and Rasula, and so really connects those of us that know them with these summer camps and many years of doing these dances outside in the fields, and the turning of the year through these ceremonies. So feeling deep gratitude to them, and also a reminder that Nikomo has come through a horrendous health crisis out of a real darkness, and seems to be doing really well, coming into the light in that way as well. So thanks, B. So yes, these symbols from the Druid tradition, A, I, O, and it's to do with the angle of the rays of the sun and the stone circle. We make these symbols with our arms, so it's like, here's the equinox light of the sun, and that kind of thing.
The bullshit ran out for a moment there. Did you notice?
It did. You carry on then.
No, I just don't have it. That's why I sit here quietly most of the time.
He's normally very grateful for my bullshit qualities. Together. So if you want, which one do you want to do? The in between the pillars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So.
In between the pillars of the day and the night, we walk through the doorway from the dark to the light of renewal and the light of rebirth, light of the earth, light of the earth.
In between the pillars of the day and the night, we walk through the doorway from the dark to the light of renewal and the light of rebirth, light of the earth, light of the earth.
In between the pillars of the day and the night, we walk through the doorway from the dark to the light of renewal and the light of rebirth, light of the earth, light of the earth.
Very good. So we'll stand up and actually make this into a bit of a ceremony ritual thing. So normally we'd be obviously together in a circle, and half of the people would be singing the AIO chant and standing in place, making these movements, making these symbolic pillars, and the people singing in between the pillars would be promenading around the circle together, and at a certain point they step through these pillars, the people who are standing, and step through into the light of the earth, and then they change places and swap over. So we'll just do a very free form version of that on Zoom, so you can choose whichever chant you want, and you can change to the other chant whenever you want. So the movements obviously for the AIO we've practiced. Light of the earth, we're raising our hands towards the light, coming up like the daffodils out of the darkness, and beyond that, feel free to walk and move. But the real invitation is that at a certain point, when you feel it's the right time for you, then you, with conscious intention, step through your pillars, whatever it is that you've placed, whether it's cushions, papers, books. Maybe you have a couple of stone pillars hanging around. But whatever you have, at a certain point, make that your symbolic moment when you step through into the light part of the year, to this next stage of your journey with balance. So.
In between the pillars of the day and the night, we walk through the doorway from the dark to the light of renewal and the light of rebirth, light of the earth, light of the
if you haven't already done it, now is the time to step through from the dark half of the year to the light, bringing all of you into the light, into this point of balance, this place where we can feel all of our potential and we can choose just how much of ourselves we bring out into the light. Light of the earth. Light of the earth. Ah, when?
Oh, when? I like that phrase, light of the earth. Even though it's English, it almost feels like a mantra. You've got the light, the expansive radiance, and then the earth, which is this more inward, resonant sound in my body.
And there's really a sense that the light of the earth contains both the light and the darkness.
Yeah.
More completely inclusive of all. So I wanted to finish today, because we're nearly at the end of our time together, with a new dance that popped through me or into me the other day. And it uses part of a Sanskrit mantra from the Upanishads. Really, it's describing what our true nature is. And the words that many of you will be familiar with, Tat Tvam Asi, Tat Tvam Asi, thou art that. And then the mantra says, I am Atma Santo, I am Atma Satya, I am Atma Bhakti, I am Atma Prajna, I am Atma Shanti, I am Atma Moksha, I am Atma Paramata, Shanti Om Siddhi. So I've just taken 3 of these. So I am Atma.
I am Atma.
Which could be translated, this being, I am this soul, this is this. And then, so I am Atma Satya.
Satya.
Truth. And this is an invitation to be our truth, to be who I really am, but also that trust that this being is truth. I am Atma Satya.
I am Atma Satya.
And
This is new to me.
We're still both learning it, so it kind of might fall to pieces sometimes, but I really wanted to share it. I am Atma Bhakti.
I am Atma Bhakti.
This being is love. I am Atma Shanti.
I am Atma Shanti.
This being is peace. Shanti Om Siddhi.
Shanti Om Siddhi.
So peace, Om, so be it. So in this dance of balance and exploring this Kamal and all of the potential, it's good to come back to what we've referred to earlier as the ground of our being. This is the ground of our being. This being is truth. This being is love. This being is peace. Peace, so be it. And then we have the kind of chorus part is the Tat Tvam Asi, thou art that. It's like reassuring, reminding each other, thou art that. I am this. I'll just go through those words again. I am Atma Satya.
I am Atma Satya.
I am Atma Bhakti.
I am Atma Bhakti.
I am Atma Shanti.
I am Atma Shanti.
Shanti Om Siddhi.
Shanti Om Siddhi.
Tat Tvam Asi.
Tat Tvam Asi.
Let's sing it and see how it goes. We'll pick it up the best way we can. I am Atma Satya. I am Atma Bhakti. I am Atma Shanti. Shanti Om Siddhi. And we sing it again. I am Atma Satya. I am Atma Bhakti. I am Atma Shanti. Shanti Om Siddhi. Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi. Shanti Om Siddhi. Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi. Shanti Om Siddhi. So from the top, I am Atma Satya. I am truth. I am Atma Bhakti. This being is love. I am Atma Shanti. This being is peace. Shanti Om Siddhi. And again. I am Atma Satya. I am Atma Bhakti. I am Atma Shanti. Shanti Om Siddhi. Tat Tvam Asi. Thou art that. Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi. Shanti Om Siddhi. So let's try it with some movements. So in my head, we're doing this at the end of a long night of dances in the camp. So, 3 circles and partners and, one of those. So we're facing a partner and we're affirming this for each other. So the first thing is Satya, truth, this ground of my being. This is who I really am. And my being is truth. So, I am Atma Satya. For love, our hands come to the heart. I am Atma Bhakti. So for peace, we're going to take our partner's hands. I am Atma Shanti. And then bowing to them. Shanti. light. Thou art that. This is what we are. So stepping forward, raising our arms with this real sun outward gesture, radiating all that we are. Tat Tvam Asi. Stepping back. Tat Tvam Asi. Turning to the right, radiating. Tat Tvam Asi. And bowing to the center of the circle. Shanti Om Siddhi. Let's take a new partner. I am Atma Satya. I am truth. I am Atma Bhakti. This being is love. I am Atma Shanti. Peace is who I am. Shanti Om Siddhi. And next partner. I am Atma Satya. I am Atma Bhakti. I am Atma Shanti. Shanti Om Siddhi. And radiating all that we are. Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi. Shanti Om Siddhi. Facing another partner. I am Atma Satya. This soul is truth. I am Atma Bhakti. This soul is love. I am Atma Shanti. This soul is enunciating. Tat Tvam Asi. Coming in close.
Satya Satya
I am Atma Bhakti. I am Atma Shanti. Shanti Om Siddhi. Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi. Tat Tvam Asi. Shanti Om Siddhi. Your being is truth. Your being is love. Your being is peace. This is who you are. This is what you bring with you. Thou art that. Tat Tvam Asi. So I'm sorry we've run over a bit. I got carried away with my new dance. But, let's sing. Is it, you like it? So you got the thumbs up.
Quite a few.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Lovely to be able to try it out on you.
It's beautiful.
Well, let's sing together. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Peace, peace, peace. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Peace, peace, peace. Go in peace, dear friends, and step into the light.